Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is for my weave and wig wearers. We're going to see how I dye this lace closure from Unice Hair. So these are all the products I used, and for my brush I didn't use a tinted brush. I used a makeup brush, as you'll see right here. And these are the bleach and the powder I used, but everything I used will be in the description bar below, so check that out. So I used about half a thing of this. It comes when you get the tube, but it really doesn't matter how much you use. You just don't want to use too much, and you want to mix it with the cream, and you just want to mix it till you get to a creamy consistency, but not too thin that it runs. So as you can see, I just kind of added as I went and mixed in just to see like how the consistency got. And then I checked to make sure that it wasn't too runny, because if it's too runny, it'll go straight through the lace, and you don't want that because it'll get onto the hair, and then you'll just end up with a mess and blonde roots, and that's not okay. So I brushed the hair back because lace closures tend to come with long baby hairs. So I'm brushing those back and clipping them so they don't get in the way for when I put the bleach on it. As you can see, I'm starting to put the bleach onto the closure, and when you're bleaching your closure, you want to focus mainly just on the knots. So you want to work in like a tapping motion and not really like a rubbing motion, because if you do that, then it will get through the lace and it will get onto the hairs. So I'm just tapping the bleach on there, and I like to use a makeup brush because it's softer, so it helps me to not be too rough on it, because you have to be really gentle to make sure you don't get it through the lace. And I mainly focus on the edges and the middle part because that's the most important part, and then I work my way out. I can't stress enough how gentle you really need to be. Like, I promise you, if you just tap the bleach onto the closure, it will reach the knots, and only the knots. Because if you push the bleach into the closure, all these little holes will be filled with bleach. And through those little holes on the other side is hair that you do not want to dye. So really, you have to really be really gentle to get the results that you want. When I'm done applying the bleach, I'm going to turn the closure over onto the foil. And the foil helps to trap heat to help the hair process faster. And then I'm going to leave that on for 20 minutes. This is what the closure is looking like after 10 minutes. So there's still like some dark roots. So I'm still going to leave it on for another 10 minutes, and we're going to check up then. Here we are at 20 minutes. The knots are bleached, but they are looking a little brassy. So we're going to fix that with a toning shampoo and conditioner. Now I'm going to rinse the bleach out, and I'm applying the water from the side that has the hair on it, so the bleach can just like fall out into the sink. And there's definitely a noticeable difference from the outside, which I didn't put any bleach on, and the inside, which was bleach. So I'm applying the Shimmer Light shampoo, and I'm just going to rub that in and let it lather up, and I'm going to let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes. Now that the shampoo is rinsed out, I'm going to apply the Shimmer Lights conditioner and do the same thing. Rub it into the knots and then sit that on it for 3 to 5 minutes as well. As you can see, I'm just rinsing out the conditioner now, And I'm combing out the closure because there's conditioner that got onto the actual hair, so I'm just making sure that's all out. And I'm parting the closure now because it's best to part the closure when it's wet because it helps it lay flatter because it dries in that part. So here it is, the finished closure. The knots are bleached. You can see through it. There's a visible part now without having to tweeze the knots out. If you want to tweeze it, you still can, but I personally don't tweeze them. I just bleach. And you can clearly see that you don't see any black knots when you turn it over. And so here it is over my hands, so it's over a color, and it just looks flawless. You can see through it. There's no black little knots because black knots are not realistic at all. They're really not. Thumbs up if you're trying to be a part of that hashtag what closure life, because y'all be like get these closures laid and slayed and all that, okay? And don't forget to subscribe to your girl. And if y'all want to see how I make my wigs with lace closure, I will have that video in the description box below. Thanks for watching.